Good magical morning, everybody. It's Baneslayer here with a couple more ranked games of Magic the Gathering Arena in Standard today. This Goblin deck. As always, I got my coffee here. I actually got 4 random sealed decks in the mail last night, so right after this I am going to do a YouTube video. It's been way too long since I've uploaded one. Not just a live stream, but an actual video of the collection. We got, I think, 10 or 11 more cards from Unlimited to add. I'm holding them in my hand right now. Got 3 more cards from Revised. I'm looking at a Swords of Plowshares, Birds of Steel Artifact. Got 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 copies of Breeding Pit. Beautiful. It's one of my favorite cards too, actually. I love the artwork on it. But I'll showcase those. I'll show you guys the 4 decks, the 4 sealed decks that arrived. Let's go first. I'm trying to click keep 7. So what happened is I bought 4 random sealed Magic the Gathering decks from an eBay seller. I've been waiting just over 3 weeks for them to... I was going to do that for content, and that's actually the reason I haven't uploaded their video yet, because I've been waiting for these decks to arrive. And I really shouldn't have. I just should have kept doing other videos and other content. But regardless, I got the 4 decks. I'm going to showcase those. I'll show these other cards that we're adding to our collection here from Unlimited Buys, and I even got the Breeding Pit, I think. Flyers. Gorgeous artwork, by the way. Not the original, but the nice black bordered version. Not a whole lot we can play here right now, so let's pass the turn. Let's see how this game goes. Boyd Van Helden. Let's say a friendly hello to him. See what he's doing today. Interesting. 2 red decks, and we're all just passing turn. And now my option is either to add some board pressure, which I probably will do. I feel like I'm lagging on my end. I don't know what's going on. What's going on with my internet connection here? Let's see if this I mean, I'm just getting lag on my end, so we'll see if this straightens out throughout the game. Or I might have to go figure out what's going on. Slick shot show off, that's nothing to sneeze at. Wish I got that 4th land drop. Jeez, that would have been able to play something nice. Two. At least we got our guy back. We definitely could use that 4th mana. It's not showing any drop frames. Quarry Mountain Stalwart. It's 2 damage and gains 2 life. Okay. Fortunately, I think I have to kill this guy. One guy back to block. We're gonna chip away at this guy's health. Now let's see what he wants to do. A lot more than 3 mana now. Oh, brutal. Is he gonna have like another Boros Charm or something? Well, let's see what our count on luck gets us. That's definitely good. This is gonna get us a lot of mana. Jesus. Now I gotta put some stops down to make sure we don't mess this up. So now we're gonna go to blocks. Not sure if he realizes it's over. These guys are all gonna have double strike. It's hidden under the card, so I'm having to go through the whole cycle here on this one. Just the mechanics of the game. If anyone from Magic the Gathering Arena is watching, it'd be nice if this didn't hover over the card so I could just stack them instead of having to resolve everyone individually. Or it'd be nice if you could just tap this X amount of times. Could pull out the win here. Probably should have held back a little bit of mana. Brutal. He has a shock or something else. Oh, he didn't. Oh, there you go. Count on luck. Drew us the cards we needed. Let's see how many wins we can string together here for you guys. Appreciate all you guys viewing, whether you're live, whether you're just watching on my YouTube channel on a playlist after. Whether you're chilling out in the morning, chilling out in the evening. Chilling. Amassed. Magebane Lizard, what is this one? Deals damage to that player equal to the number of non-creature spells. Alright, that's not that vicious. Get our engines going. That's super important to get Howl Squad Heavy online. Plus it'll help to just get Hazoret online itself. Now we're gonna get the speed going. He's gonna have to come up with something really good. Oh, once Hazard's online, it's gonna be good. Yep, you had to tap out for that. Oh, it's finally giving us our mana. It's finally giving us our mana. But let's do this. Expedited. Let's draw some cards. Then we'll be able to drop Bone Horde next turn. I wasn't sure. Now we're gonna be able to get our damage through. He attacks with this big creature, so it's gonna draw us a lot of cards. This will block with this guy. And eventually Hazard's gonna get online also. Then he'll be able to make this guy unblockable for insane damage. Yeah, you know what? This is going to be good for us. Yep, we're taking a little bit of damage. That's okay. Draw us a lot of cards. Now we can get some damage through. Almost online. It's gonna put some pressure on him. Let's see. I think my Dracosaur is gonna outrace his Goblin tokens, unless he can give them a boost. Give all his creatures +1/+1. There's a few ways to do that in Standard right now. That's pretty vicious. So we'll block him. He's gonna get one. Hopefully we'll be able to make some plays here. I wish we were speed 4. Wish I had a direct damage spell. It's the only thing I need is to pull out a direct damage spell here. Although there's no goblins on the board, so I won't get any value out of Howl Squad right now. So, how are we going to play this? I can't believe it gave us a Burst Lightning. So let's get our max speed here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana left. He's got haste. But if I burst lightning him... Oh, he still won't have haste though. Than double strike. Let's put a bunch of stops down. Oh, we got within one. We had one more burn spell. If that had just drawn us a burn spell. Can't believe it couldn't draw us one burn spell out of that whole thing. Not even a shock. Lots of them in there. There's not a... I got one. Crazy. Gave me one instant burn. That's all we needed. Oh, he lost and he beat himself. God. All he had to do was attack for the win. I didn't have enough blockers. Interesting. Well, we're making our way through Platinum 4 here. Let's keep the train going. Deck seems to be doing okay. The only problem is, like I said, it doesn't have enough goblins on the battlefield sometimes to really make the Howl Squad Heavy pop off. And Hazoret, oh man, it gets the engines going, that's the thing. Only one Bone Horde in there. And we could maybe get rid of Boom potentially. Just go with it. I mean, he can put a dragon into the air, so we could just do two of them at 2, and it's a little bit cheaper. Hard draw earlier than that anyhow. Oh, and I keep looking at strikes. That's pretty good too. 5. Lightning Strike is instant speed. I should go Lightning Strike, but that does let me some bigger creatures at times. Scorching Shot and 1 Lightning Strike. Take out Shocks and go 2 of each. First Lightning's in there, so that's 6 really to 4. Seems like a more trying different flavors. Spy Plus, Standard Bearer. I like his little frog avatar. See if he's got a matching pet to go with it. So 3 lands, that's good to start with. Hazoret, or at least get us online. And we'll have to count on luck. It's not a super aggressive opening hand, but it's definitely far from the worst. Although that's really terrible for us. We're gonna... Runevelt would be helpful, or a Screaming Nemesis would be really helpful. But if you want to get the cards reliably, you got to stack the deck with them, and then if you're playing against one specific card and one specific deck, you're really changing the flavor of your own deck. Yeah, no, that's gonna get removed. It's a good card. Let's get our engines going. Big threat out, at least when we get to 4. Let's get some card draw. This will still reach him in another turn or two. I don't think you'll be able to pump him up to 6 yet. Well, I gotta either take down his creature, but I think let him pump up. I gotta get some haste. We gotta get this guy out as fast as possible. Nice artwork on that card too, eh? There's a card that's, if you're into the artwork like I am in collecting, I just like having cards with really cool artwork. I love it when they're cheap. So this is like a 10 cent, 25 cent card. Oh man, I got a couple play sets of these. You can grab some foils for really cheap. So this is going to be good for us. See? Now gets to remove the threats, and he's going to be under a lot of pressure. Even though big army soon. Plus we're doing card draw now. It's okay. I'd always put these stops down here. That way you can actually trigger everything. So I mean the thing is we have enough tokens now, he's probably not going to be able to get through. He's got some menace, so he'll be able to get through. That's okay. Who's gonna have the bigger token army? This is a token battle. He's got a host card on me though. Authority of the Consuls is pretty bad for me. It's great for him. We're gonna need options. Gonna need options. Doesn't matter about haste anyhow. Pump them up. The thing is, eventually we're gonna have so many tokens, he's not gonna be able to attack into me. Which is gonna be real soon. The thing is, I don't think he has trample on these guys, so I can just chump block with one. He can pump him up as big as he wants. I mean, if he has a spell that destroys all tapped creatures, now's the time to do it. And eventually I'll be able to start sneaking creatures past him to just poke him for damage to get my max speed up. I should throw some rune belts back in here. That was the least card he needed to worry about. Should have taken out my Kranko. Unless he has another, Interesting. Does he have another one? If he attacks, it'll make it easier for me to sneak damage through. I can't believe he didn't get rid of my Kranko. He'd win the game. Now this is going to be a big issue for him too. 39 cards is pretty crazy. Now we're going to be able to get our speed up. This game's getting crazy now. We'll see if we can pull out the win. Really could use a rune belt. That would make this 10 times easier. And that would be way more effective than Hazoret. So I probably should put rune belt back in. Well, we're gonna see how this plays out. We'll start poking him for some damage now. Well, that will draw us. That's going to give us the option to. Although I probably shouldn't have done that, because now when every time he attacks with the 42, I can't draw and he will. So that was a big misplay on my part. I should have kept that one in my hands. That was a huge misplay on my part. Huge misplay. That probably lost me the game. I was thinking just when I attack into his creatures and he blocks me with the 3, but I forgot. Although technically if he only gets 2, I get 3 or more off his. Could still be pulling me more cards net than he gets. Twinblade Paladin's a pretty good card. Hey, there's a rune belt. I think I did put one back in the deck, didn't I? This will be game changing. Now he's probably starting to sweat a little bit. And now that he's attacked with both of those guys. He's gonna realize how quickly he's gonna die though. We're gonna cut that life total way down. See if he wants to take 60. He's got on a 2-turn clock now. It's gonna drop me some more cards. Two with these 2 more down. This is a huge too. Once he gets up to 4 speed, this guy will be able to attack him for tons of damage. Amount of goblins on the battlefield right now. Holy cow. Look, you gave him flying. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now let's see what we got. Crazy. Something tells me he's gonna win the game now. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're definitely getting through our cards. We need our cards. Oh, I gotta go to the next space. Oh, I don't have the mana for it. I understand. Always an option. Oh, he's got haste. Brutal. He won! Big game, bro. If I had that Runevelt out at even 2 turns earlier, this would be an extremely different story. Just couldn't find it. I guess I gotta put more of them in the deck. It's definitely a huge counter to these cards. If there was any enchantment removal, that'd be super nice, but I gotta splash 2 colors for that to happen. So, since Runebelt's actually card draw also, let's make sure we got a 4 of him. I'd rather remove those. Probably even to that with Hazoret. Stick with something like that. But at that point, I'd almost rather just have the Dracosaur. Let's try that. So if we can just squeak out a couple more wins here, we'll start grinding our way up through Platinum again, back to Diamonds. Mono Red just really bad with enchantment removal. Well, we get to go first, and we do have 3 mana, so I can't complain about that, right? Can't complain. Now let's just see, we're going to need at least a target for these. See how aggressive his deck is also. Jose Ernesto. A friendly hello. Let's see, hopefully have a good game here. That last game was crazy. Just pulled out the Runebelt too late. Oh, do we really want to use it against a 1/1 survey? Never want to let them have too much momentum. Let him filter his own cards. Giving us Cranko. That's a dead card when I got 3 mana. I shouldn't play that quite yet. I don't need to draw him cards. I need to draw me cards. Draw us cards. Exactly. It's a better target for a Lightning Strike. Why isn't it letting me cast my... Oh, it's right. It's right, I forgot. Well, let's get rid of him also. At least we'll be able to play Cranko on our next turn, and then we'll see what type of game this turns into. Look at the artwork on these lands, those are cool. I'm sure those are some beautiful cards on the real art. I gotta start collecting more land cards in my physical card collection. He doesn't sit on the board for very long usually. He's a big target for removal. As removal, they're gonna throw it right down on him. I see Orzhov colors, so he's got strong removal options. Interesting. He's probably still got them in hand. You gonna attack? I mean, he's tapped out. Can't be thinking about playing spells. Oh, he's got his one ring as his companion. We got our Goblin companion with us for the Goblin deck. Thought it was a good flavor here. If you guys are into Magic the Gathering Arena, hit that subscribe and like button. I'd like to hear from you guys. Put stuff in the comments. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you want to, do you guys play Timeless? Do you play Legacy, Historic, Modern, Standard? Let me know in the comments what you guys are playing yourselves and what decks you guys are running. And whether you're playing the standard format or whether you're playing more of those historical formats. I definitely need to increase the amount of cards I have to build an effective historical type legacy type deck. So now we got some options. We can at least put another Goblin on the board here for free. And honestly, this is going to start drawing us lots of good cards. Who's more powerful now, the Flyer, gaining him life, or letting him survey? That costs 2 mana. Doesn't always mean a whole lot. Menace, can't be blocked. Less than 2. Well, he could always pump up the flyer over my head. I'm gonna need to keep that token to start building our goblin army up, so I can't chump block with it. If you're chump blocking with it, he's not gonna make many goblins. So hopefully, this is gonna start drawing us some, and then I can start dropping the expedited inheritance down. At least we got some mana out of that, right? Oh yeah, ward. Love that ward on the enemy cards. Making life difficult for us on this side of the board. Oh god, it's not looking good. Jose's getting serious here. Threatening some serious damage. I can't block. I need my little chump. Turn into big chumps. Alright, there's a start. Mana is always good. Now we got another secret. We have one more secret. I didn't want to go to combat yet. I don't know why I did that. Gotta keep these stops down. It's crazy. No attack. We gotta go end of combat. Next to our main phase. Oh, those aren't mana tokens. Those are map tokens. My mistake. That's why. Well, if we can survive 1 or 2 more swings, we're gonna have a chance. Is this Vraska? Is that supposed to be the Vraska avatar that he's got up there? Makes sense, he's playing black, right? Can't block whenever you gain life. Oh, can't block, period. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life. He's gonna have one of these combo decks where every time I lose a life, he gains a life, and then every time he gains a life, I lose a life. There's a few cards that'll do that. Can't let her power get to 20. So he's got a whole bunch of flyers out now. We're gonna have to get something to fly to counter that, or we're gonna have to overwhelm him very, very soon. 15 life. Still can't block. Just gonna have to take it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Gosh, we're gonna go down to 9? Good grief. We're gonna need some luck. I'll draw us more than land. Alright, Howl Squad, that's a thing. Now we can drop this down. Alright. Let's do this. Let's buff up. You know what? No, we gotta buff up this guy. Astronaut. He's gonna get double strike for us eventually. There we go. We gotta go to combat. You gotta be very careful with this. See down here these stops? If you don't have these stops, it'll screw you. Then you have to put more stops afterwards. It opens up these little micro sections. And after he goes, I've skipped right past it, where it doesn't let you activate the Krenko ability here unless you have all these individual stops down. And then full control. So, should we attack? We gotta start getting some damage through to build up the speed. So I need to at least 1, 2, guaranteed I need to get one through. Could destroy one. Alright, you didn't block at all. Let's see what he does this time. He can only get 3 flying through. So I can sort of block with the rest, and he's gonna draw me some cards with this Expedited Inheritance. Oh, that doesn't look good for me. That looks terrible. Look at all those creatures. Look at all this life gain. Oh my gosh, is it game over now? Sounds like his deck's doing a lot of stuff right now. Oh my gosh. Yep. That's it. Good game, bro. We just couldn't get it done fast enough. That's okay. That happens. We had too many Krenkos in our opening hand. If we had had a Howl Squad heavy earlier, or had a burnout on turn 1, we could have been at max speed, and we'd be smashing his face right now, but Too many dead cards in the opening hand. But let's see. I can't. He didn't kill me? He's going to now, right? He has to. Got flyers out. Good game, dude. Let's move on to the next one. Find our next challenger. Or you know what we can do? Make some modifications to the deck. Although I have liked how it's been playing. I seem to be getting more wins when I had Screaming Nemesis in the deck. It's just crazy, because you want it to perform properly. But then, how do you have 2 Krankos and it draws them both in my opening hands? You put them in there so you don't have them like too many in your opening hand. Ditch them in case they get, you know, deleted the first time, right? You still need the win conditions. See. Well, that's just crazy bad luck. I think the odds of that are astronomically low. Unless the algorithm saw we were winning too many games in a row, it says no, you need to lose a couple. I don't know how it works or how you guys feel when you play Arena. See a lot of other people comment the math doesn't always math. The odds of card draws sometimes. See, now magically we've got a better opening hand. Let's see. Soy Source, that's a cool name. Land of War Elves, one of my favorite cards ever. I find the unlimited and revised versions to be the best versions. I shouldn't have done that, because now we can tap them for land. So dumb of me. Brutal. So that's a huge misplay. I should have taken out his Land of War Elves immediately. That probably lost me the game right then and there. Right there on the damn spot. Gotta waste 2 cards on this guy now. Oh, and he's drawing cards? That's insane. That definitely lost me the game. If I'd taken out that Land of War Elves, this guy wouldn't be on the board. He wouldn't have all those cards. Brutal. Lessons learned. This is how we learn, right? That was me talking too much, not focusing enough on the game. Well, I won't target you anymore. Let's see if we can dig ourselves out of this ridiculous hole we've gotten into. Although I doubt it when he's got mana ramping and card draw. Brutal. There we go, we got 2 1/1s to defend. Oh, that turn 1 play, God. It's just grinding me right now that I did that. So dumb. Rookie mistake I made there, guys. On turn 1, I just passed the turn instead of shocking him on my turn. Then he got to use the mana to just ramp. He's green. That's embarrassing. Can't even catch up. This would be the only way. Is he gonna get PS trample though too? So I gotta be careful. Oh, the trample sucks because this really wants you to get as much damage as possible. With the trample, it only gets you whatever you can block with.
If you want to scrap, let's scrap.
So trample is a minor workaround. Well, there you go.
Tenacious, isn't it?
Every other color in Magic gets enchantment removal. It's just not red. But we have enough cards. Need some cards. Let's see what it hands us. I don't think we have enough mana. He's got way more mana to play with anyhow. This was a hard game. I'm really sorry. This is a brutal game. I messed up on turn 1 and it literally ruined the game. I've been crying about it the entire time. We're just waiting for this guy to smash our face. We'll get on to the next game. I'm gonna just pretend that this one didn't happen. Well, that shows you the importance of removing their early game creatures right away. How fast things can get out of hands. I don't know why he wasn't really swinging for the win there. Let's see what he does now then. Now the only way he loses if he outplays himself now, because he's definitely got the win here. No idea why he's not blocking. He's got to have a bunch of pump spells. He's got to have like a double strike, trample. All these counters. Who's got the trample? This one has to have it, right? Of course, 6/6. I would have given it to my trample. Okay, he's got trample too. This with trample. Jeez. Can't take 6. Just. Well, let's see how this plays out. Oh, brutal. Well, that was definitely a winnable game. I just screwed up on the very first turn, and that's what you get. That's how Magic goes. You got to be on point every single turn. I was talking too much. Past turn, I should have taken out his Llanowar Elves. Got to make sure I don't make that mistake again on stream for us here. Look at that avatar. That guy's sweet. He's got the dragon. That looks like a Tarkir Dragonstorm. Not the strongest opening hands, but we're definitely going to be able to play our cards, right? As long as we don't draw 3 more mana cards on the next turn, we might be okay. Vicious. Well, now we know what deck we're facing. Oh, of course, like I said. As long as we don't draw 3 lands on the next 3 plays. You guys feel like that sometimes? Even real life Magic, you get too little lands, too much lands. I don't know why Magic they don't just have 2 stacks of cards, one with your spells and one with your mana, and every turn you get to draw a card, and you can pick whether you draw a card from your spell stack or your mana stack. It would still all be random. You could still, you know, take your 60 card deck and split it up however you want between your mana stack and your deck stack, your spell stack. Then if you needed mana, you could just draw from your mana stack. You want spells, you draw from your spell stack. Let's see. We can get one through. We might as well get the other through, right? I'm not going to block with them right now. Thing is, this deck is so hard to keep up with. He just keeps poking, and I really can't even respond. I can put down some low-level creatures. But then he just does that. He pumps his creatures up, and there's not really a great response. See if maybe if Howl Squad was still on the board, I could put out some tokens with Kranko. See, I can't even get up to max speed now. It is what it is. Then he's got a flying slick shot. Not a whole lot of answers to these prowess haste decks. Throw on a Corey Steelcutter, throw on the mice. Monstrous Rage. got trample? Like, what's going on? Nothing you can do. Not even drawing all my cards. Well, it finally sees fit to let us play and actually gives us a couple playable cards. Well, let's just get aggressive. I'm playing another red deck. Oftentimes I find when it's red versus red, it's literally who gets to play first. Fortunately for him. Now if he's got a direct damage spell, he's just going to draw his cards. I'm already at 3 speed. Sometimes it's just who's on the play. I've got another solution and workaround for that. We're working on a different variation of the game. So it's going to be posted on our website, Baneslayer, later on. Not quite yet, because we're working on it. So let's see if he has any answers now. I'm surprised he hasn't played any cards. He's got 3 mana. I mean, I can get up to full speed right now and give him double strike. Which I will do. We'll get to draw some cards off this too. Yeah, now he's going to draw me some good cards. This card hoses red decks. Their removal just draws you more cards. He's going to have a tough time now. Should just get the max use out of it, right? Got another 4 in hands. Can send these guys to combat. Blockers. Resolve that, and that should be a game. See, he comes up with something special here. Couldn't find it. Good game. Well, I find it's just interesting how it gives you hands. You start winning more, and I start getting worse hands, and then, you know, it throws me a couple losses, and it starts giving me better hands. And it's just interesting. How sometimes the hand draws follow the win patterns or loss patterns. Doesn't really do that in paper Magic. It's just random draws every time. But I find playing here in Arena, get a couple losses and all of a sudden my hands start improving. Get a whole bunch of wins and all of a sudden, I start getting crap hands and drawing the wrong cards. Maybe it's just me, but I wouldn't be the first to suggest that and notice a difference between paper Magic and Arena. Well, I guess that's because there's no such thing as true RNG in digital systems. I always love when you go into these Reddit forums and people are like, oh, it's random, it's random. Like, there's literally no such thing as random when it comes to computers. It is an impossibility. Digital does not do random. Unless you have external input, but incorporating that into a system like Arena is an extremely complex technical task. We don't have enough mana for that yet. Well, let's put this guy down. He can give some other guys haste. Valley Quest Caller. Look at this Bloomburrow art. Not a huge fan of the Bloomburrow. It's okay. I'm sure a lot of people love it. I loved Lorwyn and Morningtide. That's probably one of my favorite sets for artwork. Absolutely favorite. I'm kicking myself for opening a sealed booster box of that a couple years ago. You know, it's just getting old sealed boxes these days is a lot harder and way more expensive. Should have kept it to draft in another 10 or 15 years with my son. He's 8 years old right now. But who knows what the future holds. We'll see. We'll get some old booster packs from some other places. Patchwork Banner. This is a good card. This would go well in my Goblins deck here. I keep saying that. But I mean, I have the Runebelt Horde Master that gives a +1/+1 for 2, and then he adds another Goblin for Howl Squad, so at some point you're just replicating what you've already got, and he has a little bit of card draw. 4 mana, tons of threats that I have to worry about. Equal to the number of rabbits. Well, let's take out the number of rabbits, son. Let's see what that does for us. Golly, I still can't take this guy out. Some type of threat on the board here. Now let's see if he goes for the bait. You think he's gonna block? I don't have enough with the shock. I forgot, that's not a lightning strike, that's a shock. Oh, if only we had an expedited inheritance on the board. Well, then now he's used to blocking my tokens, so we can get him with the lightning strike next turn. Oh, and then he puts a bigger creature on the board out of range. Now they're all out of range, lightning strikes. I can do a lightning strike and a shock. I get 2 for 1 myself. But I have none of my cards that draw cards on the field. He's not attacking. I don't know what he's doing. What's the biggest threat to me on the board? Gosh, it's terrible. If I do this. Oh man. Is he within range of shock now? 5? Maybe he'll go for it this time. It's just a token at this point. Trading token for token and getting rid of a shock isn't really jam. Getting him up to max speed would be... Oh, he's not going to block! Yes! That's good for us. That gives us a speed boost and I didn't have to blow a shock. If we can draw a Krenko, I mean, not the likelihood that's very low. Right now, my card that I want to draw is Expedited Inheritance. Attacking me for 18 right now. Yep, that happened. Let's see what the draw is. Burnout. Shit. 14, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's over. It's over. He's toast. He's toast. He is toast. He went all in and he shouldn't have. Oh, I don't have double strike. I'm so dumb. I thought it was, I could have tapped and given him double strike. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, it's over for him. Can't block, can he? Yeah, I could pump him up for 1. But I'm better off with the shock. Did we win? We won. There we go! He thought I was gonna block and lose my creatures, so I let him take me down to 2. He underestimated me. Or just didn't calculate the math quite right. I feel like if he had swung earlier, he could have won. He had some big, powerful creatures, and he just wasn't attacking. Who do we have now? Pascal. Well, this is a decent hand for us. Again, not the best. I like to see a Burnout Bastronaut in my opening hand. There you go. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Now we've got a great hand. Going up against a Selesnya deck. Pretty sure that's white and green Selesnya colors. He's going to be ramping up to some big, powerful creatures. So we're going to have to be careful. And I'm going to have to start pinging him for some damage. Get this speed up. Start chipping his life down. Then after that, we got these 2 cards here to draw the deck. This is the most powerful card draw there is. Oh, this is good for us. Let's see what type of removal he has. I mean, he's got access to white, so we could see a Day of Judgment come right down now and just absolutely delete my board state. That's what this count on luck is going to be for, but look at that big scary creature. What do you think we can do about that? 4 mana. What do you do with 4 mana? One of these 2, right? Or you know what? Maybe we'll do that. Let's check this out. Let's say if he wants to lose 2, I can pump that up to 3, 4. Next turn, unfortunately. But I don't mind losing the Rune Belt, actually. Can't block with... I could even lose him. Let's see what he does. I just need to get this guy up to 4 speed. I can tap this guy for mana. I'm really just trying to chip him down at the same time. Now we're gonna get to do some fun things here. Now that we're at 4 speed, this turn is far from over. It's gonna draw us another card, potentially, as we're filtering. Now we gotta go to the end of combat, to our next main phase. Now we can tap. Oh my gosh, just for 2, because it got rid of the other goblins, I forgot. I'll just say I misplayed on that, but let's see. We can take a little damage to the face here. I probably should have held off on attacking and played this after, and attacked on the next turn. I should have played the count on lockdown instead. I wish I would have had a direct damage spell in my hand just to throw, and then I wouldn't have had to attack to get that 4th speed, but... That's a card. We're gonna have to deal with Elspeth. Something we have to deal with now. Or limited resources. Good grief. He's looking like he's got a strong board state over here, Pascal. My gosh, right? Look at all these tokens. I did mess that up, didn't I? Just looking at it. That is crazy. Well, that's where I got this loss. It was on the last turn. I shouldn't have swung for that attack yet. I should have held off. Oh, brutal. Yeah, there's 0 chance now. We have 0 chance here, right? Oh, do 4 damage. Oh my gosh, look at, he just drew me 10 cards, he blocked with everybody. Too bad I can't play because I don't have goblins on the battlefield. He's got hasty too, that's terrible. That can at least put, no, because I need goblins, right? So I need... He's gonna draw 1. Well, I definitely misplayed that on the last turn, but it is what it is. End of combat to the next main. Belt is gonna go down. Oh, he doesn't have haste, that's the only problem. Cool. Brutal. He's got too many tokens. Oh! Well, I misplayed by attacking too early on that that one turn. But again, that's what makes or breaks Magic sometimes. I got too overly aggressive. I got too eager. Even with that solid opening hand. There's always lessons to be learned here. There's always ways to win and ways to throw the game. Xerath? Axrith? Or Zareth? Is he trying to make the name Zareth? Like Zareth from League of Legends. I know it's not spelled that way. You guys play League of Legends at all? Zareth's a pretty powerful mid laner. He's got long range damage. Exile a card already, huh? Lightning Strike. Getting to play Burnout turn 1 is good. It's going to get the engines going. Up to speed. Or at least help us. Got some instants to get the damage through. Doesn't matter which one he takes, we're getting the other one back. He should take the Burst Lightning, technically. Actually, no, he made the right play by taking the Shock Eye to use the Burst Lightning. There you go. He made the smart play. So he is making competent plays, or I mean just by, so we gotta be careful with this guy. Okay, we're going up against an Infect deck. Discard a card, it'll be the shock that you can see. Should let us get up to speed 3 now. Could always throw a shock also. Whenever he attacks a player, whenever this creature attacks, the player with the most life creates a 1/1, and whenever he attacks, he gets to draw a card, has the most life or is tied for it. Well, that's not him right now. So he's not going to attack, because I've got more life. And now we're just going to go into, now do I play more card draw or more board state? Board state's always good, right? Do both. Get up to speed 4 already. See, we can do it all. Now we're gonna have to attack with these two. Now we're gonna be able to get some damage through. That's gonna draw us a card, or at least filter some cards for us. Unless he's got a board wipe. I don't think Damnation is legal in Standard right now. What the price of Damnation is these days. Remember, I got a copy a good while ago. Price was a little bit high, so I don't know. I know prices of some cards have come down in the last 10 years. Snapcaster Mage and Tarmogoyf, I'm looking at you. Now's a good time to pick up those cards again. Again, we're going to be able to tap for a whole bunch of mana. Give him haste. It's got Death Touch, right? See what he wants to do, how he wants this to go down. Looking at facing 16 damage. I should have just attacked. We would have won. That was my misplay. It gave him a chance to win. Well, it's almost 11 a.m. here, so we'll take a break right after this game. Give me about 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and we'll be back with some more gameplay. If you enjoy watching it all, if you enjoy Magic the Gathering content, like I said, if you watch my other playlist, I've got collection videos showcasing my physical card collection, and I'm just going to step away and I might just make a quick little video showcasing some of our cards. I just had a couple sealed decks arrived. I got some cards arrived from Unlimited, Revised, and 4th edition to showcase. So again, subscribe, like, leave us some comments. We appreciate every single one of you, and we'll catch you guys on that the next video.